Are we still smiling?
We are still smiling. Yes, we are.
Okay.
We're smiling, and Rick is taping. Rick Moore, the famous Rick Moore.
All right.
Rick Moore Online.
All right.
Say hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Hi, Rick. Okay.
Hi, Joe.
Rick's here covering this too for his fantastic website, Rick Moore Online. But we are here to talk today about seARTS and the American Style magazine big vote thing that's going on.
Yeah, thank you, Joey.
Could be really, really huge for our community.
Yes.
And not just for seARTS, but for people that promote Gloucester, that's their job, like the Chamber of Commerce and stuff.
Exactly.
If Gloucester wins, I'm going to back up right now. We're going to talk, and why don't you introduce yourselves first?
Okay. Jackie Ganem DeFalco on the board of seARTS, and led a strategic planning initiative this year, which is how Christine got involved with this effort.
That's right. And I'm on the board of advisors, Christine Fisher.
All right. And so let's back up now, and who wants to speak about the process and what Vote Gloucester is involved in right now, seARTS as a arts community?
Well, I was going to give you a little history on how this all happened first. How's that?
I think that's fantastic.
Okay.
Good place to start.
Because what was I supposed to say right there, right, Rick? What was I going to say, Rick?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me, okay.
Anyway, we had a little strategic planning effort earlier this year, and one of the questions we asked is, how do these great communities, art towns, get on the map? Like, in other words, why do you open up a magazine, open up a newspaper, and it says, that just pick your town. Provincetown is a great art town. Why don't we see Gloucester there more? I mean, this has everything here. And so we sent everybody out to research and find out, sort of what went behind the scenes to get listed, whether it's in a book or a magazine. And what we found out is you have to have the conversation. You have to open up a conversation with the editors of the magazines, the editors of the book, and you have to show them how great you are.
You put it in front of them.
Exactly. Put it in front of them. Have the conversation. That's usually the starting point. And we were able, through those efforts, Christine in particular, with American Style magazine, which is a very classy magazine, something that's distributed nationally. I'm going to let her tell you more about it, but that's one of the efforts, one of the sort of prongs of what we went after, and just on a very grassroots level. So and this is something we're going to continue to look at and try to foster.
A PR campaign.
It's definitely a PR campaign, a grassroots campaign.
That's right. Exactly. So that's one of the many things. So it's not just about what you have, it's also about how you tell your story. I guess that was the message that we learned. Because we have it all, we just aren't always telling the story. We need to continue to tell the story.
Yeah, we're just not always marketing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wait, I'd like to make note of your beautiful necklace, because it looks familiar to me, but
Joey.
I can't place it exactly.
Yes, this is by Beth Williams of Beth Williams Studio.
Ah,
Thank you.
Beth is great. Beth won the first ever flower box downtown Gloucester flower box competition, sponsored by Good Morning Gloucester.
Wow.
She's the first winner.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah. Right.
That's pretty cool.
Have you ever been to? You've been obviously you've been to a studio. You see what it's like there in the spring and stuff.
I've done some damage there.
Whoa! Yikesies! All right, there you go.
All right, so shall I tee up the magazine a little bit?
Put it in context.
All right, folks, we are so excited to have this opportunity, so thank you, Joey. We are looking to drive up the vote to name Gloucester as a top 25 arts destination in the United States. And we need your votes. I'm going to pass the magazine to Joey, who is going to show it more closely. Jackie talked about American Style magazine. It's a fabulous magazine for the arts and for travel, profiling artists and art destinations and upcoming art events, cultural events across the country. And in the magazine we have a ballot. Every winter American Style does a contest, a survey, asking their readers to identify their top 25 favorite cities. And Gloucester has been identified under the small city category. So we are asking everybody to get out there and vote. After all, we have over 2,000 working artists here in Cape Ann and a thriving arts community, and we deserve to be on the list.
And being on that list does, afterward, we should be able to get additional publicity as a
yes,
result
that's
of,
the goal. That's the goal. So you can vote by going to Good Morning Gloucester. You can also vote by going to www.americanstyle.com. And the voting deadline is March 5th. and we're encouraging everybody to vote early and vote often.
I should say it's very easy. Like if you go to American Style Magazine, that's all you have to remember. American Style Magazine.
Yes.
It's the front page.
Right.
Like you're gonna have a link there to vote. So it's not
Yes.
like you have to go digging.
Yes.
If you don't remember, like if you're not on the website particularly,
Right.
you go right there. It's not hard to find.
Exactly.
And it's been on the seARTS e-blast every week, and so if you're not on the seARTS e-blast, that's another easy thing to get on.
Now anybody
e-blast.
can be on that seat.
Anybody can be on it. It's free to the community, free to anyone, anywhere.
They want to get. You want to get. That's the whole goal.
Absolutely.
is to
Just
get
go
the-
to our
yeah.
homepage, seARTS.org, seARTS.org, and you just put your email address in, and you're done. And that's it. And then every week, every Friday, you get a full list of all the arts and cultural happenings. And it's very reliable, and it's everything going on from individual gallery owners to all of
Who's working on that website? Who's been doing a lot of the groundwork on the
Our
website?
email is done by our office manager, Claire Higgins.
All right.
She is our one employee at
I like
seARTS.
those people to get some recognition.
Yes.
I always like
Good
those
point.
people, the people that are doing the work on the ground.
Yeah.
Claire is awesome. She has
Yeah.
taken
She
our
is.
e-blast to an art form
Yeah.
at this point. So
Very cool.
it's great. And there's a lot of other exciting things going on in seARTS. I don't know if you guys want me to
Absolutely.
tee up.
No, I was gonna.
few
That was
other
my next
things.
question. You took it right out of my mouth. What else?
She preempted you.
You're smooth, Joe. You are
Yeah.
smooth. I like that.
I'm telling you.
I know.
So why don't we find what else is coming up?
Well, I think we've found our balance in terms of where we are really able to help bring the community together. And this is for those, because I know the exposure for this is greater than just folks here in Gloucester, Society for the Encouragement of the Arts. We're really about connecting and collaborating. And this is sort of the time now where we all have to connect and collaborate more than ever, because there's a bunch of really important things happening. The potential for us to have cultural districts throughout Cape Ann because of new legislation in the state of Massachusetts is a big driving factor.
Yeah,
I know Joanne Castano was writing about that on her.
Joanne's a continuous advocate for all of these things
Yeah.
because, of course, she founded seARTS 10 years ago.
Yeah, she's great.
But now is the time, and so we're actually going to be using our annual meeting this year with the topic. I have the press release, which is going out on Monday. What role should the arts play in harbor development is the title of our annual meeting. We have two very important people there. One is a woman from MIT Urban Planning Department who specializes in really working with, arts waterfronts. She's done a lot of work in Boston, how to really infuse the art into waterfront development. And we have so many important projects. We have I4C2, we have the Mac Bells project going on, we have the whole Harbor Walk going on. So we feel this is a time to sort of create the conversation.
Yeah.
And the other guy that's coming up is Jay Padgett, who's the Mass Cultural Council designate to explain to all the communities what it means to become a cultural district. And then there's a third interesting thing that happened, which is the NEA, the National Endowment for the Arts, last week released a series of grants around what's called creative placemaking. And this was brought to my attention by Sarah Garcia in the city's office. And those grants would actually, they require collaboration between arts organizations to, quote, make creative places. And so that ties directly into the cultural district and to the developments that we're talking about in town. So we hope to tee up all of those things during our annual meeting, which will be held downstairs at Cruzport in the harbor room.
What's the date on that?
February 28th, Monday night.
Can we talk a little bit about? I'm not sure if you guys have this information handy, but the Partner with the Artist program, is that
Yes.
coming out this year?
Oh, yeah, that deadline is this week.
All right.
Yeah.
Good timing.
It's
Way to
really-
go, yeah. Partner with an artist, you participated in
Yes, that's.
I know.
It's all about me.
that. That's right.
No.
Joey was one of
This
our
is
star
teasing.
businesses.
Yeah, no, we had fun.
Yeah, no, we're very excited about Partner with an Artist, and we think that is another one of those programs that will play a bigger role next year when we're doing all this harbor front
Right.
work. Partner with an Artist is really the opportunity for businesses and artists to come together and really tell a story, usually something related to the business, but in a very unusual way, to sort of pull the history or what the sort of essence of the business out and put it into a partnership between that business and an artist to tell that story in a new way. I think
Now,
that's
correct
the
me,
best
correct
way.
me, correct me if the way I think it works is the way it works. But the seARTS offers like grants,
Yes,
like X
there
amount
are
of dollars.
5. Yeah, this time through the thank you, Bruce J. Anderson Foundation, because we're now into probably our 5th year of funding from them.
Yeah.
And we did have funding from the Mass Cultural Council, seed funding, to get this started 5 years ago. We have 5 $1,500 grants that have been out there now for the last probably 5 or 6 weeks, and we're coming to the end of the deadline for those grants.
Yeah.
And the
So
artist,
an artist gets that money.
the artist gets the money
And
to
they can-
create.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. So that's one of the things we like to do, is get that money back into the hands of artists. But direct the money into areas, because the other part of the equation of being a great arts town is you have to have a contemporary art scene. You know, it's not just about the sort of traditional things that we do, it's also about sort of thinking of art in new ways. So we really have to have that if we ever really want to be, you know, sort of on that map going forward. We've got a great past, but we have to keep the future going as well. And then
Fantastic.
partner with an artist fits right into that.
Yeah.
And the other thing that fits in is doing programs that bring the entire community together around an arts or cultural event. So the Captain's Courageous Festival is coming up again this year.
Oh yeah. We
March-
promoted the hell out of that last
you
year.
did, so we can start now.
I'm giving Manny Simos all the credit in the world
right.
for last year. He went above and beyond. He's like unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So March 5th, and we're looking for some sponsors for that too. So because we want to be able to offer that as we did last year. It's pretty much free to the community except for the film. We do have to charge for the film. At
That's
the,
the
end
film
of the
will be at Cape Ann Community Cinema.
back at the cinema again.
And where can people find it? That on? Do you have information on the website right now?
I'm not sure we're on the website yet, but we're just starting to promote it. So
As
that's
soon
why
as you get the press release, you'll see it on Good Morning Gloucester anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ann Robinson is just ready to go with that. She's running the program in conjunction with all of our partners again this year, the museum and the Maritime Heritage Center and Art Haven. I think Gloucester Stage is joining up this year. The library, of course, is a key spot, and the Schooner Adventure, and 3 Sheets to the Wind.
They're
That's
everywhere.
right. I know.
They are
So-
everywhere. Those people, they will show up for a bar
was-
mitzvah. They will show up for a bris. You got whatever you got.
had
The
to
3
count.
sheets of the wind. They're gonna be there.
I just wanted to make sure it was 3, not 4. I wasn't sure how many
Yeah.
sheets to the wind, but it's 3.
They're all hammered,
Anyway.
singing shanties. Yeah, good times.
That's right. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's something I really hope that we get even more people out this year. More, we've invited some folks, some new folks in to be readers this year, but everybody can apply to be a reader of Captain's Courageous, so we encourage people to do that as well.
The date on that one?
March 5th, Saturday, the whole day, starting probably at 9 at the museum. Usually we kick off at the museum, Cape Ann Museum.
And just before we wrap up, I want to get back and just thank the voters for voting for Gloucester as a top 25 best arts destination in the U.S. And I want to thank you, Joey, for submitting the photograph in American Style magazine. That's what was used to represent Gloucester. And I want to thank Mayor Kirk and all of our cultural partners for getting behind the vote.
Yes.
Wait a second. We're back up on this thing because it was about me. I'm just joking. No, really. I forgot. What did I do again?
You did this. Let me show you exactly.
I'm in this magazine?
You're in this
Remember?
magazine.
Get the
Yes.
hell out
They
of here.
called and asked for photographs of Gloucester.
Yes.
And
You have to understand.
we called
First of all, my memory is crap.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Here it is, right
That's
there.
your photo that you took.
That's your photo.
Hey, look at that! All right, very cool. All right.
You know,
So thank you.
that was a classic case where the magazine instantly needed a photo, and I was away, and
I was in Seattle.
She was in
We
Seattle.
had 24 hours.
J. Albert
left.
wasn't
And we
available, so they
called-
called the
We call emergency photograph service.
Yeah.
over here.
yeah, someone needs
Yeah.
some file footage.
And you
Joey's the
pulled
guy.
it off. Thank
Yeah,
you.
cool.
And I'd like to thank Christine because she has undertaken this grassroots campaign as a citizen of the community and an advisor to seARTS on her own time, and that's what we love, and that's what we
Well,
hope
I'm a
our
big
seARTS
arts
members will
enthusiast.
do.
What can I say?
I can vouch.
love
I can
Gloucester.
vouch because
I
her
love Cape Ann.
emails. I can vouch because her email. She's relentless. The woman is relentless. She's great. I'm just teasing. Well, anyway, is that it? Are we good?
We're good.
I think we're good, but I hope to see everybody February 28th, March 5th, and out to see the Partner with an Artist installations in May.
And Captain's
So-
Courageous and vote.
And vote.
And vote.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you all.
You guys rock. See you guys.